Now, in the rest of the day's news, President Moon Jae-in had proposed a couple of months ago a revision to South Korea's constitution, but now that particular plan has fizzled out. The National Assembly had until Thursday to vote on it, after which, if passed, it would have been voted on by the people. But, as widely expected, most lawmakers boycotted the vote, so the parliamentary speaker declared it null and void. Kim Min-ji reports.
Null and void. The fate of the president's proposal for amending the constitution has been decided. Opposition parties boycotted the vote during a plenary session on Thursday, resulting in a lack of a quorum. Only 114 of the 288 lawmakers in the National Assembly took part in the vote, far short of the two-thirds majority required to pass.
Although the president's proposal has been turned down, progress is still being made at the National Assembly. The rival parties need to quickly reach an agreement to craft their own proposal. We formed a special parliamentary committee on the matter and held talks for a year and a half. As Speaker, I'm sorry that it led to nothing.
Thursday was the legal deadline for Parliament to vote on the president's proposal, as the Constitution stipulates that a vote be held within 60 days after the bill is put forward. President Moon Jae-in submitted his proposal on March 26th. It entailed changing the current 5-year presidency to a 4-year term that's once renewable, also promoting decentralization and strengthening basic rights. The president's bill was widely seen as a means to pressure Parliament into quickly crafting a proposal of its own. Talks had been underway at the National Assembly to amend the country's 30-year-old constitution to better reflect social and economic changes, as well as limit the massive powers of the president. However, progress had been slow amid partisan wrangling. After the bill was declared invalid, the ruling Democratic Party of Korea lashed out at the opposition for not taking part. It pointed out that enough time was given to the National Assembly to craft its own proposal, and that to hold a referendum alongside the local elections in June was a promise made to the people. However, most opposition parties had been against the idea of the president submitting a proposal in the first place and had been calling for the bill to be withdrawn. They claimed that there was no point in voting on a bill that will be rejected, and rather should use this as a chance to speed up efforts to come up with their own version. The parties added that both the government and the National Assembly should feel equally responsible. There are concerns that Thursday's outcome could drive a wedge between the rival parties, just days after they agreed to end a nearly 2-month standstill. But with the situation back at square one, pressure will no doubt be raised on lawmakers to see if they keep their promise to come up with a proposal of their own within this year, especially with the mandate of a special parliamentary committee coming to an end next month. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.